Good morning everyone and welcome to today's video. So today is another cooking video and we are doing another one of our Hello Chef meals. So today we are going to be doing a simple salad and it is called the cheddar and corn spinach salad with ranch dressing and tortilla strips. And here's the picture. It looks absolutely fantastic and I can't wait to share it with you and make it together. So let's get started. This is a vegetarian meal, which means it came with no meat products. However, after we selected our box and we went grocery shopping, I was anticipating this. So I opted to purchase a bag of Tyson Southern breast tenderloins, and I will be baking up some of these chicken tenderloins so that we can put them on top of our salad for a bit of protein. So here is our bag of ingredients from Home Chef. So let's go over the ingredients and then we'll start assembling our salad because you know what? It's about dinner time and I know Sam's going to be hungry when he gets home. So it says in the box, excuse me, comes with 5 ounces of baby spinach. So here is our bag of baby spinach. It says it comes with buttermilk ranch dressing. Find it in here. Container of ranch dressing there. And then it says 3 ounces of corn kernels. So here's our container of corn. 1 ounce of tortilla strips. I'm going to guess, yep. Each one of these little packages is ½ ounce, so literally there's 1 packet for each of us, so we aren't arguing over who got the most tortilla strips. There is 2 ounces of sliced red onion, Roma tomato, and shredded cheddar cheese, and that is right here. So literally the only thing that I have to cut up to put together this salad is the tomato. I'm really loving this. I'm thinking that if you were to replicate this at home and you didn't want to do all of that prep work, you really can find sliced, like chopped up tomatoes and chopped up onions and all that stuff in the produce section of your local grocery store. So here are the instructions, and just like in the previous video, which I will link in the description below, I'll go over the instructions now and then we will put it together in the video. So it says, make the salad. Thoroughly rinse any fresh produce and pat dry. Put corn in a microwave safe bowl and microwave until warmed through 30 to 60 seconds. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that because I think I want this to be a fully cold salad. Core tomato and cut into ½ dices. Combine spinach, tomato, corn, and onion to taste with dressing. Garnish with cheese and tortilla strips. Bon appetit. Then it gives us the customize it instructions. And it says you can customize it with chicken breasts, mahi-mahi fillets, or sirloin steaks. And any of those other than the tuna, at least for me, or the mahi-mahi, for me, I'm allergic to seafood. Sam might like the mahi-mahi, but we are going with the chicken tender breasts. If using roasted chicken breast, remove from packaging and microwave until warm, 1 to 2 minutes, add to salad and combine. So what I am going to do is I am going to build our salads. I am not going to actually follow all of their instructions for this. Sam does not like ranch dressing. And I am pretty particular on my ranch dressing, though I will give this a taste and just see how I like it. But Sam has Thousand Island dressing in the refrigerator and I have Hidden Valley Ranch in the refrigerator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the salad, build the salad on our plates, slice up the chicken and top it, and then we will each put our own dressing on the salad simply because we both have our own taste in salad dressings. So it says, if using sirloin steak, pat dry, season both sides with salt and pepper, place in a non-stick pan over medium heat, and add 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Add steak to hot pan and cooked until brown, and steaks reach a minimum internal temperature of 145, aka cook your steak to your liking. And then it gives you the instructions for mahi mahi tuna. Pat, dry, and season both sides with salt and pepper. Place in medium nonstick pan with olive oil. Cook until mahi mahi reaches desired doneness. 2 to 4 minutes per side for medium. So this literally says no cooking required and 5-minute prep down at the bottom. I really like this, and the picture is what drew me into this recipe, even knowing that I was going to have to purchase some meat to go with it. Sam and I both said just from the picture alone that this is definitely something that we will make again, because it's literally a salad with some chicken on it. And I'll tell you, I've ordered almost the same exact salad at a restaurant before, and I know how much I paid for that salad. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're just gonna kind of build our salad and add our chicken. So let's hop to. So I've got 2 plates ready to go to start building our salads. So the first thing I'm going to start out with is I'm going to start out with our spinach. Here's our bag of spinach, and I'm simply going to make a bed of it on each plate. There is a lot in this bag, so I don't have to skimp on either plate. So there's plate 1, and here's plate 2. Okay. So there was actually still quite a bit of spinach left. I might put a little bit more on each plate, but with all the other toppings, I think just what the amount that we have is good, which means that I've got some leftover spinach for another recipe later this week. So I've got probably enough to make a simple side salad to be able to divide into 2 people. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to add to our recipe is the corn. And again, I'm leaving the corn cold. It's not necessary to warm it up, in my opinion. If you want it warm, I would say go ahead and do so. So I'm simply going to take the corn and sprinkle it on top of the spinach. Sam doesn't like a whole lot of corn, so I'm going to give him less corn and me just a little bit more. Okay, so there's that. Okay, the next thing that goes on is the tomato. So they sent us a full Roma tomato, so I'm simply going to slice off an end, slice part way through it and down, and make a little X, and then all I have to do is make some cuts, and I have little diced pieces of Roma tomato for our salad. Simple and easy. And I'm doing this in the air, so they're not going to be like perfect, but you know what, probably putting it on a cutting board, they wouldn't be any more perfect if I were doing it. So you know what, I'm good with that. Since I gave Sam less of the corn, I'm going to give him the rest of the tomato, and I'm just going to slice around the little end there. And there is the tomato. Okay, the next thing that it wants us to do is add the red onion. So we're gonna add that. Peaches is over out of camera view, but she is watching me make this. All right. So it's looking good so far. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our cheese. No ma'am. She's like, Mommy, what are you making? I want it. So we're gonna open the cheese. Maybe. Grab some scissors. Slice this thing open. Open her up. And sprinkle on the cheese. I'm trying to watch how much dairy I'm eating, so I am not going to put as much cheese on mine, but I'm definitely going to make sure that Sam gets plenty. And if you are someone that loves a lot of cheese and you don't think there's enough in there, you can definitely put your own cheese from your own refrigerator in the salad. So the final thing to do for their recipe is to top with the tortilla crisps. So I'm going to simply open up each bag, and each plate gets a bag of tortilla strips. Sprinkle that across. That's number one. Then number two. Now my chicken is done, so I'm going to go grab it out of the oven, and we are going to put it on top of our chicken straight out of the oven. I actually turned it off before I started building the salad so that it would continue to stay warm, and if it needed to do any extra little bit of cooking, it still would because the oven was still warm. So I'm simply going to take one of my tenderloins, and I'm simply just going to slice it up as best as I can. Some of it might be in strips, some of it might be in chunks. It just depends on how it wants to cut. I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely feel the steam off of this chicken right out of the oven. Okay. So, there's chicken pieces. I put 3 and a couple smaller chunks on with this because I wanted to make sure that Sam had plenty of protein getting off work. Make sure that he got nice and full. So this pile of chicken over here is going to be completely for his plate. So I'm just finishing chopping this up. And you can use like regular chicken breasts. You could always go to the deli at your local grocery store and get some of their fried chicken strips to do this with. Even if you weren't doing necessarily this particular recipe, but you were wanting to make a salad with some chicken, you could definitely do the same thing. And I will tell you that it's falling off of my plate over off camera. So just trying to make sure and press it down as I go. Alright. So, alright. Here is Sam's finished plate. And so now I'm just going to finish cutting up the other one and put mine. So you've had the salad. What did you think?
It's okay.
It's
a salad.
It's a salad. Was it better since I added the chicken on top of it?
Yes.
And then what would you do to make it like better?
I don't know.
So here's my thoughts on it. I think that it's a great salad and a great mix, but I think as opposed to just spinach, I think I would rather have had like a spring mix that had like arugula and romaine and spinach all together, just so that it gave a little bit of the depth of flavor. But otherwise, it's really good, and I am glad that I added the chicken on top. It just gave it a little bit more. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will link the recipe in the description below, so if you want to try it at home, you can. Thank you so much for watching, and we will